shut up.
That's exactly what it says.
He said that this man resents me living here.
Before the Malvins, he says, get back, he said.
What is it?
Sometimes, as paranormal investigators, we'll receive messages that even unnerve us. Like when we received a call about an elderly lady who was stressed out about her unseen and uninvited guest living in her attic. So we went to Eleanor's house to investigate her claims, and per her request, we're protecting her identity, because at 90 years old, you don't want the rest of your family thinking that you think that there's a ghost in your attic, unless you want to wind up in a home.
Thank you so much for opening up your home and allowing us to come. How long have you lived here?
I moved here in 1976.
1976. Would you say that the things you felt were like maybe kind of unexplainable that would happen in the house?
When I first started noticing it sounded like somebody was walking. Then later on, they started having noises. Like I said, that whistle. Or there's been times when somebody will call my name real quiet.
Do you know the history of this house?
It was built in 1937.
Okay.
And I bought it from the original.
And they were still alive, I assume, when you bought it?
She was.
She was.
She had died about 6 months before she sold it.
Okay. Did he pass away in the house?
Yes.
Do you know what his name was?
Thurston. This other person that was a ghost chaser, he said that this man resents me living here.
What was his basis for telling you that?
He claimed that he talked to him upstairs. He wanted to go up and look in the attic.
And the activity didn't stop?
Well, it's never stopped.
Anthony, that came with me from England, he's a ghost magnet. Everywhere he goes, they just hop on, and he takes them away.
Well, good.
So after our interview with Eleanor, we knew in order to get validations of her claims, we had to get up in the attic, which is exactly where we went.
Okay, so the lady who lives here, she has lived here for almost 40 years, and in that time she's always heard what sounds like footsteps walking around her, above her ceiling. There's just an attic space. There's no second level, and it's a little bit of a tight squeeze, and we really don't have a good ladder to be able to get all the way up in there. And so we're basically just going to try to do an EVP session with this here, and I'm going to hold it up and see if we can find out who or what may be up in her attic. So we'll see what happens. Do you stay up in the attic? Would you mind coming down and talking to us? Why are you in this house? Is your last name Thurston?
You stay in the attic?
Yes.
Would you mind coming down and talking to us? Why are you in this house? Is your last name Thurston?
Although whomever we recorded in Eleanor's attic claimed not to be Thurston, this still was an amazing capture because we got a direct and intelligent response to our question.
Right. Do you know what his name was?
Thurston.
Your last name Thurston?
I don't know, I mean, I think we definitely got a yes.
Yeah, I'll just try one more.
One more?
Yeah, just do one more.
He's lived here for a long time with you. Do you know? Are you related to somehow? You know, isn't afraid of you. You guys have lived here peacefully together. She's just curious to see who you are. Why do you stay here? Are there any messages that we could deliver for you?
It's lived here for a long time with you. Do you know?
Yes. Yeah, I think there was.
Are you talking to us?
It almost sounds like it's got an accent.
Are there any messages that we could deliver for you? Anything you want?
So after a few brief EVP sessions, we were able to give Eleanor something, and that was peace of mind. And the peace of mind came from not us being able to provide some sort of concrete identity of whatever was in her attic. It was the fact that in all the years that she lived there, and all the experiences that she's had, just knowing that she wasn't crazy, and that there was truly something in her house. And though that may seem strange, it did seem to provide her some sort of comfort.
Alright, we think we got some responses.
Well, they are up there. It's not my imagination then.
Well, unless these responses are our imagination,
Oh,
which they could be.
Stay in the attic?
Do you hear that?
it sounded like you said yes.
I asked if your last name is Thurston. And it's kind of hard to hear, but if you really, really listen real quick, it said, we think it says, well, I'll let you listen to it and see.
Why are you in this house? You lost in Thurston?
Now I hear it. Now I hear that. Yeah, it's a different boy, completely different boy.
What did they say?
Thurston's not here.
It's lived here for a long time with you. Do you know?
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I said yes.
Why are you staying here? Are there any messages that we could deliver for you? Anything you want to know?
Did you hear that?
Robert?
We asked if there's any messages that we could deliver for you, and we hear, and we could be totally wrong, but we think it says mom.
Thurston's could have had a child that passed away that maybe you didn't know about. That would be odd for somebody back in that era to not be that age and not have any kids, wouldn't it?
Because I didn't know the family at all.
Yeah,
Till I bought the house from her.
right.
I think that's really interesting.
Yeah.
You know, it explains a lot. I mean, there's obviously
So there actually is ghosts up there.
Kind of gives a little bit more credibility to the things that you've heard over the years, you know? But I don't think there's anything up there. Obviously, you've been here this long. There's nothing up there that has any, that's like mean or anything like that.
Our next location was the Toner Maley House in Edinburgh, Indiana. Such a beautiful home with such rich history, and the energy there is palatable. And after a tour from the homeowner, we couldn't wait to get our investigation started.
Anthony loves sprickets.
We've got plenty of them.
What are
Spider
sprickets?
crickets.
Spider crickets.
Cave crickets.
Oh man, I hate spiders. I hate crickets.
Hey,
This is fucking hell.
what happens when you see a big spider?
I cry.
Oh, you want me to show you a big spider?
I don't know.
So setting up various ITC spirit boxes and EDI meters, we tried to see if any spirits would come through to communicate.
Something just flashed.
There we go.
Is that you? It's a geophone. Are you over there? That's the EMF. Hello? Hey, please come in and say hi to us. Hey, thank you. Very cool. Nice. Thank you so much.
Who's here right now?
Like that,
Right away upon switching on the poltercom, we get this reply of, "What entered me? Was that due to the plasma ball built on that ghost box? Plasma is said to release energy, and maybe in some sense, that fed the entity that was in the room. Regardless, pretty interesting."
You coming back in the room? Did it just shut off?
Yeah.
Maybe something's fucking with the box.
It's just a bit weird. Like we've had problems with the re-VP. It's not recording.
Maybe we need to delete everything as it goes.
There's only 3 files on there though. It should record more than 3 files.
You would think.
Not recording, and now this is cut off.
Yeah.
Completely.
Which means either there's spirits down here or the guy who made this stuff is getting crossed over. Still nothing again.
Just keep stopping.
Yeah. That's weird. Anyone come say hello to us?
Are you a Maley or a Toner?
Torn says that sometimes she can hear children running around in the attic. Can we hear you run around the attic? I bet I can run faster than you. Especially if I hear you running. Do you want to play tag or hide and go seek? I'm going to count to 3, then I'm going to come looking for you, okay? 1, 2, 3. Ready or not, here I come.
Anyone come say hello to us? Are you over there?
That's exactly what it says. I'm American.
Did you hear what just happened? It's like a spirit just walked up to Anthony and asked him how he was and acknowledged the fact that he knew that Anthony was from England and that the spirit was American. How bizarre is that?
Anyone come say hello to us? Are you over there?
That's exactly what it says. I'm American.
You look like tag or hide and seek. If you're it,
Tag? That's a
we're
tag.
over here. You look like tag or hide and seek. If you're it, are you a Maley or a Toner?
There he is. Yeah. He thinks to get out of the attic. Fuck.
It's like-
Fuck.
Historically, 2 different families lived in the house throughout long periods of time, either the Toners or the Maleys. So upon asking if you're a Toner or a Maley, Anthony's recorder clearly says Toner. But in that same moment, my recorder picks up a voice that clearly states, "Get out of the attic."
Are you a Maley or a Toner? 4. Are you a Maley or a Toner? 4 minutes. Sometimes she can hear children running around in the attic.
For Anthony and I, the EVP work we experienced in the Toner Maley House was unprecedented. Catching EVPs at the exact same moment, in different voices, with different replies. Are we really recording voices out of thin air? Or do our devices get manipulated internally?
Hey, there's a voice on there. It's a female voice and it says, "Get back." before the male voice, it says, "Get back." Listen. Get back. And then someone else says, "Get the robbers out."
Obviously, we have a lot of work to do before we have these answers. And as far as this location is concerned, we'd go back anytime to communicate and listen to the spirits and to try to unravel the mysteries of the Toner Maley House.